Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 12 in college football, and we're talking right now with the newcomer, Kyle Hunter from HunterSportsPicks.com, newcomer to our SBR Videos previews. And I told you about this guy, man. I reached out to him. I sort of suspected that we'd get some great things for him because I've seen great things for him on the internet. He's given us 5 picks so far, 4-1 against the spread with those 5 picks. Kyle Hunter, thanks for being back with us.
Hey, thanks for having me on. It's been a really good run for me overall. 8-0 in my last 8 NFL plays. 34-12 in my last 46 football plays overall, so things have been going really well for me.
And that's why I invited you on here. 4-1 in our last 5 picks, but that's not, you don't expect yourself to go 80% in all of our the free picks you give us, right?
No, absolutely not. There's no way anybody can get that kind of percentage, and if they say they do, they're lying. So you got to be careful with people like that. One other thing I did want to mention here real quick is I have a special going on right now, 7 days for $7, kind of a test drive in college basketball. College basketball has been my best sport over the years, so that's an invitation-only thing. So contact me on Facebook, Twitter, sign up for my newsletter on my website at HunterSportsPicks.com. You can get that 7 days for $7.
All right, Clemson, Georgia Tech is the college game you're going to cover this week. Right now, Georgia Tech 3.5-point home dog, total 65.5. And you know, Georgia Tech's been a pretty impressive team this year as well, right? Their offense has been absolutely unstoppable at times. They've now covered 3 in a row by a mile. And Clemson kind of having a sluggish year. They have 4 straight ATS losses. You know, they've been kind of struggling a bit against weak teams, not really blowing them out. They've had some injuries this year. They do have 2 extra days rest on for this one, so that helps a little bit, I guess, preparing for the option. But I'm a little bit wondering why Georgia Tech is a home dog here. I'm thinking maybe they might be a great bet at plus 3.5, and the total 60.5. I know you're a big totals guy, so maybe you like that here. What do you like, Kyle Hunter?
I like Clemson in this one. I like Clemson a lot more earlier in the week when they were actually only a 1-point favorite. They've been bet up quite a bit. I think that move makes a lot of sense here. The reason I like this one is Deshaun Watson's back for Clemson. Last few weeks, they've had Cole Stout at quarterback. Big difference between Cole Stout and Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is a guy that he's only a freshman, but he's shown in many, many games this year how good he can be. I think this is a guy that could be a Heisman contender in future seasons. So he makes a big difference for this offense. Clemson's been having to win in games low scoring and count on their defense. And now they've got their playmaker back on offense. They can score some points. Also, Clemson's second in the nation in total defense. So Georgia Tech's running game should have a tough time against Clemson's really good defensive line. I think we're getting line value here because Deshaun Watson's back. Clemson has kind of just squeaked by in the last few weeks. I think things will be different this week.
And also maybe you're getting line value because, you know, those of us who follow college football week in and week out and then sort of monitor the games as they go along have gotten the impression, you know, about Georgia Tech. These guys are kind of no joke. You know, if we've been betting on them or against them, we've been seeing each game that, wow, these guys are really a team that can, even when they have injuries on offense, rack up the points and get covers. But you see this week as sort of different for them.
Yeah, you know, another game I like to look at a lot for this one to just give us an example of how Georgia Tech does against mobile quarterbacks, which is exactly what Deshaun Watson does, is the North Carolina game. North Carolina's Marquise Williams had a huge game. North Carolina put up 48 points on Georgia Tech. North Carolina's not that good of a team. Clemson's much better. They have a much better defense. So I like this one better earlier in the week, but I still like Clemson even at 3.5.
There you go. Kyle Hunter, HunterSportsPicks.com. Awesome analysis, as always. 4-1 against spread in our videos. Great record at his site. Got a bunch of promotions going on at his site right now. Liking Clemson, minus 3.5. Thanks so much, Kyle.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.